Tales of Us is rumored to break up. Is there some beef between Anyma and Mrak? Why is this interesting? So, Tales of Us is one of the biggest acts in the melodic techno scene, period. Since 2011, they are famous for Afterlife performances, huge visual shows, and huge performances in front of anything that you can imagine. I think they had like late show in the Sphere in Las Vegas with a huge spherical screen and AI pictures coming out, and super trippy and super immersive visuals, I would say. But recently it got a bit quiet around the duo. So what happened? After their huge Afterlife event in Tulum 2025, people noticed that their schedule is empty. So there's no new shows booked with Tales of Us, and on the Afterlife webpage the calendar is empty. And people also noticed that only Anyma is posting on the Instagram, and Mrak kind of pulled himself out of the whole glam light. So it's really interesting what is behind this whole mysterium. So there's a few hints on social media. In the lineup announcement of Tomorrowland or any other big festival, there's no more Tales of Us in the bookings or the lineups. There's only Anyma is featured there. So this is like already like a small hint that something is wrong there. And on Instagram, only Anyma is posting like his whole AI stuff and the whole performance stuff, and Mrak is basically silent. So this is also like a small hint on their social media channels what's happening. There's also no more behind the scene clips with both of them or any studio photos that features both of them in one picture. So there's definitely something is cooking there. So there's a few hypotheses what's happening between both of them. So the first one is creative difference. Maybe Anyma is just more into the whole visual and getting into an epic show, more of the showman, and Mrak is more focused like on the classical sound production and more introspective things or approach to this whole thing that they both of them created. So maybe you can really water it down to some creative differences, but we never know. Or maybe the second thesis would be that maybe they're burned out, or somebody of them is burned out. Maybe it's Mrak burned out and just wants to, pause for a second and, can't continue this whole hassle. I mean, they're like non-stop performing since 2011. So as Monica Kuza already said, in the last video that we featured, that this whole lifestyle, this tour lifestyle is definitely draining, and maybe we can really explain this separation or whatever pause of Tales of Us with just the mental state of one of them. But there is no official statement of a breakup. Their line Afterlife is still happening with a lot of new people on the roster and still happening. Maybe they have just a creative break for an even bigger comeback, who knows? So what's your opinion on this topic? Did Tales of Us really break up, or do they have just like a creative pause, or is it like really the end of an long-lasting melodic techno era monarchy, so to say, and we are all ready to be sad? Or for the new kings of melodic techno, maybe there's now a free spot for the newcomers and they can have the new melodic techno in a chokehold. So let's see. Definitely write with me in the comments. If you like this video, please like it, share it, and subscribe, and see you in the next video.